All right, welcome into Golden State Warriors today by Chat Sports. I am Chase Sr. On today's show, we're talking a lot about James Wiseman. Very difficult rookie season for him after getting drafted number 2 overall out of Memphis. Looked as though maybe he was going to get traded. Bob Myers comes out and says we're not trading James Wiseman, and he could be involved in trade rumors this summer, so let's explore it all on Warriors today. So leading into the NBA trade deadline, James Wiseman was a popular name involved in trade rumors, and his first NBA season was no doubt a roller coaster. A lot of ups and downs for the 19-year-old who is now 20. And also on top of those trade rumors, his season was cut short because of a meniscus tear. But Bob Myers, general manager for the Warriors, said recently, James Wiseman is not going anywhere. He said this to the media, quote, "I think he can help us. I expect him to be on the team next year. I don't want to trade James Wiseman. I think he is a tremendous talent. I think he was put in a position where, again, the guy has taken hopefully all of his lumps early in his career. I think he can be very helpful to us in the future." This is what James Wiseman had to say on The Undefeated in response to Bob Myers, giving him a vote of confidence, so to speak. When Bob clarified to the news reporters that he wasn't going to trade me, that gave me a lot of confidence within myself. And it's just the fact that I've been having confidence in myself. I know what I'm capable of. So I want to pose this question to all of the Dubs fans watching right now. Will the Warriors trade James Wiseman? Not should they. Will they? Get into the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Type Y for yes, type N for no. I'm going to go ahead and type my N for no. I'm going to believe Bob Myers in him saying, we are holding on to James Wiseman because we think he's going to be a valuable component of our core moving forward. Here's a look at what James Wiseman did in his rookie season that had its peaks and valleys, 11.5 points per game, a little less than 6 rebounds per night. His creation numbers, they're not going to blow you away, but he is, after all, a center, so he's not going to dish the ball at a crazy rate, although I thought he was a better passer than the numbers indicate. And I think his defensive prowess is going to get better as he gets older and more experienced. There were some games where he was a rim protector down low. That's evidenced by the block per game that you're seeing on your screen right now. But all in all, it was just a really weird and wild and inconsistent up and down challenging rookie year for James Wiseman. That had a lot of peaks and valleys. Can you imagine after the experience that he had at Memphis when he was deemed ineligible after just a couple of games, he gets drafted number 2 overall by the Warriors. He expects to go to a team that features Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson. Then Klay Thompson tears his Achilles. When James Wiseman was on the floor, he certainly displayed great ability as a guy who is an athletic rim-to-rim, rim-running big man, but the injury issue is no doubt a concern on top of the talent that he did display throughout his rookie year. But for those detractors out there who are saying he is a bust, he can't play, the Warriors should have drafted LaMelo Ball instead of James Wiseman. Wiseman just turned 20 years old in March. My message to all of the doubters right now, just relax. You saw in a small sample size that James Wiseman can certainly play as a rim-running athletic big. You saw him handle the rock from time to time, and I also think this offseason, once that knee heals up, he's going to add more of a perimeter focus to his game and be able to knock down some three-pointers. In a way, reminded me just a tad of Chris Bosh. Not saying he's going to be that caliber of player. His game just reminds me of Chris Bosh. Here's the possible Warrior starting lineup as we look ahead to next season. Let's all hope and pray that Klay Thompson is going to be able to come back after the consecutive ACL and Achilles tears. And if this is indeed the Warriors starting lineup next season, they're going to be legit. And I think they can possibly compete in the Western Conference. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and James Wiseman. That right there, folks, is a legitimate starting 5. Is it good enough to win the Western Conference? That's up for you all to decide right now by getting your votes in the comment section down below. Can the Warriors win the West with that starting 5 you just saw on your screen? Type W for hell yeah, they can win it. Type L for no, I think they're going to lose it. Let me know what you're all thinking in the comment section down below. I think the Warriors can at least compete for the Western Conference, maybe even win a playoff series or 2. This is what I want you to all do right now. Get into the comments right now and type Dubs. It can be in all caps. It can be in all lowercase letters. But all of you watching right now, go into the comments and type Dubs. By doing that, you win a free download of the Newsbreak app. So I'm going to go back into the comments after you do that, and I'm going to give you the download link that will allow you to download the Newsbreak app for free. This is why you should get that app on your phone right now on either your iPhone or your Android, because that link is going to redirect you to the App Store. On one single feed, you get your local news and weather, your politics, pop culture, and food. There's a bunch of sports content. Me, for instance, just moved to Dallas, Texas, so I can even find pop culture, entertainment, and food news on the Newsbreak app to find some new breweries or some new restaurants. And the great feature is no matter where you're living, you type in your zip code on the Newsbreak app, and all of your local news is filtered so that you are caught up to date as to everything that's happening in your neighborhood. And of course, Warriors Today is on the Newsbreak app as well, so you can either catch us on YouTube or on the Newsbreak app. So you go into the comments and comment Dubs and use that link on your screen, and by doing that, you will be able to download the Newsbreak app. I will put that download link in the description as well as the comments. Do that right now. They're a big supporter of what we do here at Chat Sports as well as on Warriors Today. You're watching Warriors Today by Chat Sports. I am Chase Sr., and James Wiseman had a wild and crazy rookie year. First, he was drafted number 2 ahead of LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball is probably going to go on to win the NBA Rookie of the Year. James Wiseman, while at times was really good, he was also very inconsistent, and he had his rookie struggles. Definitely flashed at times with his athleticism, his ability to run the floor, maybe extend the floor a little bit as a 4 or 5 man and knock down some elbow jumpers as well as three-pointers. He was involved in trade rumors leading up to the NBA trade deadline. He also had a couple of different injuries that he had to deal with, including a meniscus tear that ended his rookie season. And James Wiseman, in a video on The Undefeated, was very honest about some of the mental struggles he had to endure during his rookie campaign. He said, quote, "It's kind of hard. I was really down. I can say that I was crying a lot. Yeah, it was bad. My mom had to actually tell me everything was going to be all right, but I got a great family support system." He continued by saying, "Really, just me mentally, I'm very strong as a human being, so I just got through it naturally. I just love the game of basketball so much that I couldn't even fathom not playing with my teammates. That kind of took a lot out of me." So you saw James Wiseman and the peaks and valleys that he had throughout his rookie year. I want to ask you this. Can James Wiseman rebound in his sophomore season in year 2? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know in the comment section below if you think James Wiseman can come back from a very inconsistent and to some maddening rookie season. This is what I want you to all think about. James Wiseman was one of the highly touted recruits coming out of his high school class. He signed on with Penny Hardaway to play for Memphis, and he was looked at as one of the top high school recruits, but also one of the top NBA recruits at Memphis, expected to compete on a team that was expected to make a deep run in the NCAA tournament. Remember, he didn't start the season with Memphis, then he did, and then he was deemed ineligible because of NCAA issues. And then in his rookie season, not only was his play inconsistent, did he clash at times with Steve Kerr, he dealt with a couple of injury issues, one that ended his season. That is brutal for a 19-year-old to experience, all within the span of a few months. So when you look at his rookie season struggles, I think a lot of that, what I just mentioned, is led into him having a very difficult rookie season. And this is what he had to say about a rookie moment that might bring some laughs to some people watching right now. I think it was like the first half of the season, Steph said, "Rook, I'm going to give you these poker chips, but you've got to protect them with your life. I was on my way to the plane and I forgot the poker chips. Then Klay Thompson lit my behind up. He was like, 'Damn, Rook, how have you forgotten them poker chips?' That was like my first mistake ever, losing the poker chips. Everybody was clowning me. They was like, 'Man, you forgot the poker chips.'" So while James Wiseman had a difficult and emotional rookie season, there were also some laughs in there, and he was given the rookie treatment by guys like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson as well because he forgot the very valuable poker chips. And we've all had those moments, right? When your friends, your mom, your dad, your family members tell you, you must bring this to the family party, you must not forget, and if you do so, you are in trouble, and we are going to give you a bunch of slack for it, and what do? We all forget them. So to James Wiseman, a good laugh there on top of what was a very difficult rookie season. For those of you watching us on Newsbreak, If you like the Golden State Warriors, my Dubs homies, we love you back here at Chat Sports. Make sure you subscribe and follow Warriors Today on the Newsbreak app. You can either go to chatsports.com/WarriorsNB, search Warriors Today and give us a follow, or if you're watching us on the Newsbreak app, just hit that follow button. We have more than 500 followers. We're trying to get to 600. Do that right now and help our follower game on the Newsbreak app.